How's it going, guys? My name is Jerry with Aesthetic Auto Detailing. Today we're working on this RV. I'm gonna show you guys, my tips, tricks, step by step. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. So if you guys have never detailed an RV before, this is gonna help you guys out a lot.
So, Jerry,
Uh,
what are you doing today, man?
all right, so we're doing a ceramic coating for this vehicle. Well, this RV is going to take about 2 full days. I've got about 3 or 4 of us total working on it right now. We've already we started off with the roof. I had my guy Carlos, went up there, degreased it, scrubbed it, pressure washed it. Now we're working on the rest of the vehicle. We're washing it. We're gonna clay it. We're gonna pretty much decontaminate everything, and we're gonna get it ready we're prepping it for the ceramic coating. So after we wash it, we're doing some claying right now, remove whatever contaminants we can. Then we're gonna go ahead and use our gel coat restorer from PNS. And once we finish up with that, we're going to use Speed by 3D to kind of enhance the shine. The first one is gonna remove a lot of the oxidation. Then the second product that we're going to use is gonna, enhance the gel coat, bring out that shine. Once we finish up with that, we're going to use uh, Paint Prep by PNS. It's going to remove all of the oils from the chemicals, the products that we use. That way, the ceramic coating itself is going to bond properly to the gel coating.
Hey, Jerry, what would you say is one of the hardest things about detailing an RV?
One, finding the manpower. Two, actually knowing the difference between like gel coat and like car paint. Two totally different things. And there are also different products that you can use. They take much longer than regular vehicles because they're bigger. Gel coat, for example, it's really hard to get if you don't know what you're doing, it's hard to get the gel coat looking right because they get very oxidized. So you got to make sure you're using the right products, using the right chemicals, and really just using the right steps. I did mention in my other video that I took classes, so this is where it comes in handy, investing in yourself, because half the time some guys, they don't want to spend the money and they kind of just do it themselves, which that's okay. But when you go to classes like that, you're getting taught by professionals that are actually like well known in the industry. They know what they're doing. They've got many years experience. Right this very moment, I'm actually benefiting from taking that class, because if I personally went out and taken that class, I would have been as confident as I am right now. All right, guys, so these are the two chemicals that we're gonna use today. Like I mentioned, I learned about this product at the RV and like boat class that I attended. So we did test with this one in that class. I really liked how it one, I liked how it smelled, but I also like how it removed all the oxidation and everything from the gel coat. And then personally, I already used this one. So what I did was I used this one first, used this one second, and I really liked the results. I even showed the client how it would look with just this one, and then we did both of them together, and the client was very happy with it. So, I already tested them out, got great results with them, got the job done. I would say definitely do your homework, because you need to take several things into account. For example, price, your products that you're gonna use, also manpower. As we all know, RVs, little trailers, they're time consuming. You're really gonna think like, oh, I could take it, I could take care of it, this and that. Really, once you start getting into it, you start realizing it's a lot of work. I have 2 other people helping me. It's probably gonna be like a day and a half job, maybe even 2 days, but I already accounted for me working those days. I don't want to sell myself short and he's like, oh, we'll knock it out in 1 day. And then I have people scheduled the next day. We're all rushing, we're stressed out. Don't do that to yourself. Definitely don't sell yourself short and charge too cheap either. Do your homework, check to see how much you're gonna charge, how much per square foot when it comes to washing, if you're gonna buff and wax and do ceramic coating. Those are all different, price brackets in themselves. And then last thing is your products. Check to see what you're gonna use. These 2 right here, I love them, they do great. There was another one that followed up after this. I don't remember which one it was. I have it like in my notes and my pictures from the day that I took the classes. But I spoke to the people at 3D, and they were just like, no, this is a good combination themselves.
All right, Jerry, what are you doing now, man?
All right, so now we're finally getting to the oxidation removal. You can tell I just did this little section right here, maybe from like right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you know, from certain angles you could already see the difference. We're just gonna continue. All three of us, we're gonna focus on this one side. You know, knock it all out. We've got the awning right here, so you know it's providing some shade for us. We're gonna take advantage of that. That's our goal, knocking everything out. At least with the first step. You know, we want to at least do that the whole day. Then tomorrow, finish up with the second step, and then we'll do the applicating of the ceramic coating.
All right, Jerry. It'll be all glitter. What's that technique like? 12 inches by 12 inches, as much as you can. What would you say?
So for this one right here, I'm probably doing like, I don't know, I would say 3 by 3, 4 by 4. You know, you don't want to work it too much because then you're kind of really working the product thin, you know? I just want to make sure that I'm hitting everything evenly.
You know, a lot of detailers might get impatient, want to rush it.
Yeah.
What's your advice to them, bro? Talk to them right now. What would you tell them?
I feel like everybody already knows. It's common sense. If you rush the work, you're most likely, you know, skipping steps, or you're skipping missed spots. That opens yourself up for the client to contact you later and be like, hey, you missed a spot. And then you're going to go back and have to touch it up, or possibly even lose a client because you're not going to touch it up. You're better off just kind of taking your time. Obviously, time is money, but just making sure you're doing everything thorough the first time. Because if you're going to be rushing everything, you're thinking at the time, like, all right, cool, I'm going to hurry up, knock this out, make this money, and then go to somebody else. But if you have to go back, you're essentially wasting time because now you're just doing double work. Let me know down in the comments below, guys. What do you guys think? You guys think you guys do well with, you know, doing thorough work? Or, because I know people could do fast but quality work at the same time. I understand that. All right, guys. So me and the team, we're gonna knock out the first step. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll check to see where we're at.
All right, Jerry. So you finished day 1.
Yeah.
Tell us about day 2. What happened?
All right, guys. So for the RV, you know, day 1 was kind of a little bit of a slow start. We kind of went back and forth with the client, telling them what we're gonna do. Once we got a lot of the prep work done, which was, you know, we washed it, we clayed it, we pretty much polished like one whole side. The next day we showed up 7 a.m. ready to work. And you know, if you guys know, lately in SoCal, San Gabriel Valley area, the weather has been very gloomy in the morning, and it was sprinkling kind of heavily, you know, drizzling, whatever you want to call it. My guys were outside already. We were outside of the client, and I gave her a text and I said, hey, you know, just letting you know, my guys are outside. We're ready to work. We're just kind of waiting for like the sprinkling to die down. Well, one of my guys went up to the front door to ask the client if they can, I guess, move the RV or whatever. And the client said, oh, look at the weather. Let's just cancel for today. So they said, okay, no problem. If that's what you want, like, we could work on it. And they we're just, no, it's fine. Okay, sounds good.
You were supposed to finish that day.
Yeah. I was hoping for it to be like a 2-day, service. I had about 3 guys. Didn't work out like that. So now it was extended another day, and we knocked out the other side, and then we knocked out the back of the RV and the roof. We waited the weekend because I had clients lined up and everything, and the client was okay. They said, you know what? Come Monday, if you guys need Tuesday also, that's fine. I went with an extra guy, so it was 4 of us. I just wanted to knock it out. At this point, I don't really care about the money. It was just kind of messing up my schedule because you guys know we're working on tight schedules. We went, knocked out the front, and then we ceramic coated the whole entire RV. The client was like pleased. They said the work was exceptional, and they even referred one of their family friends to us.
People want to know, man, what ceramic coating are you using?
So lately I've been using, it's actually graphene coating by Adams. I use like their 2-year coating.
All right, Jerry, what's one lesson you learned with this RV? Is there anything you would do different? Hey, it played out how it played out.
How do you take it?
I think one thing for sure is I'm getting better with like my system when it comes to RVs. You know, I've probably worked on like 4 or 5 RVs, but I have realized definitely you need the manpower, you know, if you want to knock it out in a decent amount of time. But I do need to raise my prices on it also.
Because you charge, I want to say, $2,200.
Yeah, I charged $2,200. The very first time I worked on an RV, I did like just like a regular wax, and I charged like $300. That was back in the day. And then I think 2 years ago, I did ceramic coating for a client that I've had for about 4 years. I charged him $1,000. So then this time, I was kind of going based off of like the square footage, all that stuff. So I charged $2,200, but still, I don't think it was, you know, that good of like a price, because one, it's a lot of product, a lot of time. You're paying, you know, for the labor, the manpower, and then I've got my business expenses also. If we would have knocked it out in the 2 days like I originally planned, I probably would have gotten a good profit. But it is what it is, and that's part of business. And you know, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet. But that's my RV experience. Let me know about your first RV experience down in the comments below, and let me know what other kind of videos you guys want to see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and stay blessed.